These celebrities say they're not on Ozempic, but I'm not too sure if I believe them. Now, Lizzo is one of the main celebrities who have been accused of using Ozempic, as she's lost a lot of weight recently. While always posting her workouts and healthy meals, some people think she's had extra help with the weight loss drug, but Lizzo has continuously denied using it. When you finally get Ozempic allegations after 5 months of weight training and calorie deficit, Lizzo captioned in an Instagram post in September 2024. Now, Heidi Montag revealed in December 2023 that she'd recently lost 22 pounds without taking Ozempic. There's no shortcuts in life, and if you're taking that shortcut, I don't know, she told Page 6 of other celebrities using the medication. I don't want to name names or get into it, it's just nothing I would ever do. Now, she then added, I want something that is sustainable, I want something that does also require hard work. Khloe Kardashian's body has changed a lot in recent years. From plastic surgery accusations, people have also accused her of using Ozempic, which she denies. In 2023, the reality TV star posted photos of herself on Instagram, which sparked more Ozempic accusations in the comments. Let's not discredit my years of working out, Khloe replied. I get up 5 days a week at 6 a.m. to train. Please stop with your assumptions. I guess New Year still means mean people. Now, in 2014, Kylie Jenner also had to defend herself from Ozempic rumors as well. She spoke out in an interview with British Vogue about her body's journey throughout motherhood. She spoke about her experience with her body while being pregnant and said, I feel like people didn't give me or give women in general enough empathy. I see pictures online and people are accusing me of being on drugs or something, she added, referring to Ozempic and similar medications. I'm like, does everyone forget that I had 2 children and gained 90 pounds both pregnancies? Now, in 2023, Jessica Simpson addressed Ozempic rumors during an interview with Bustle. Oh lord, I mean, it's willpower. I'm like, do people want me to be drinking again? Because that's when I was heavier. Or do they want me to be having another baby? My body can't do it, she said. Now, rapper Ice Spice went on a weight loss journey, and many people accused her of using a weight loss drug. She denied it though, speaking on a live stream saying, I wish y'all never learned the word Ozempic, she said. Like you lazy blanks never heard of a gym, she continued. It's called the gym, it's called eating healthy, it's called being on tour. Like, what the hell? Maybe if I was sitting home all day, it would be easier to stay big, she said. And 4 months after giving birth to her daughter, Ashley Benson posted a selfie on Instagram where commenters accused her of using Ozempic. Now, she responded in an Instagram story writing, I know a lot of people take Ozempic and that's totally fine, to each their own, but don't discredit people who also work very hard to get their body back like I've done with mine. And finally, during a 2023 interview with Entertainment Tonight, Julia Fox finally addressed rumors that she was using Ozempic. All these people are coming for me saying that I take the weight loss things. People are saying that I'm taking Ozempic or whatever it's called. I'm not, and I never have. I would never do that. There are diabetics that need it, she said.
Sharon Osbourne, a familiar face on television for decades, has always been open about her struggles with weight and body image. But in recent months, new photos of the 72-year-old media personality have left fans stunned. The dramatic change in her appearance is largely attributed to her use of Ozempic, a diabetes medication that has surged in popularity as a weight loss shortcut. Osbourne's journey and the visible side effects have sparked a broader conversation about the risks and realities of rapid weight loss through medications like Ozempic. Recent public appearances and viral videos have shown Sharon Osbourne looking thinner. Fans on social media have expressed disbelief, with comments ranging from concerns about her health to the impact of Ozempic on her appearance. This unrecognizable transformation has prompted questions about the medicine's side effects and the sustainability of such rapid weight loss. Osbourne began taking Ozempic for a while after years of struggling with her weight. She has spoken candidly about her experiences, revealing that she lost about 42 pounds in just 4 months, a rate of weight loss that even she admits was too much. Osbourne has also described initial weeks on Ozempic as quite difficult. One of the most talked about side effects among celebrities using Ozempic is Ozempic mouth, a term coined by dermatologists to describe the rapid loss of facial volume. This condition manifests as deepened lines around the mouth, sagging skin, and a more aged appearance. Dr. Michelle Green explains, many users of Ozempic who I know report noticeable volume loss on the face, which can result in the formation of fine lines, wrinkles, sagging skin, and jowls around the mouth. This volume loss can also worsen the appearance of existing fine lines, wrinkles, and skin laxity. While Ozempic is FDA approved for type 2 diabetes and in some cases for weight management, its use for cosmetic weight loss has raised alarms. Osbourne's experience highlights several health risks: excessive weight loss, metabolic changes, addiction to weight loss, facial aging, and gastrointestinal side effects. Despite her struggles, Osbourne has found some acceptance, stating, "I don't think I'll ever be happy with the way I look, but I'm now satisfied. It's taken years for me to say this, but I've learned my lesson. This is me. It's finally time to leave well enough alone." Still, her experience serves as a high-profile example of the potential downsides of using powerful medications for quick fix weight loss. Sharon Osbourne's transformation has ignited a wider debate about the use of diabetes drugs for weight loss, took the pressure to conform to beauty standards, and the unforeseen consequences of rapid body changes. As more celebrities and everyday people turn to medications like Ozempic, Osbourne's journey stands both as a warning and a testament to the complexities of body image in the modern age. When it comes to extreme weight loss for a role, you cannot beat Christian Bale. He lost so much weight he was almost unrecognizable, and rumor is he nearly passed away. The role in question was Trevor from The Machinist. The movie was a thriller about a person suffering from chronic insomnia and how that affects their lifestyle. While the film is very strong on its own, it's been slightly overshadowed by the fact that Christian Bale is literally skin and bones. To get to that point, the man apparently ate an average of 100 calories per day, so that's like a diet of apples, water, and coffee, with a smoking habit to really help curb that appetite. Though he hit a weight of 120 pounds, rumor out there is that Bale wanted to go further and drop 5 more, but was warned against it as he was at a serious risk of passing away. Bale has since spoken about his experience preparing and playing the physically demanding role, saying that he could barely run or walk up a flight of stairs without becoming completely exhausted. He says that the one positive part of the experience was that he ended up in a sort of zen state. It sounds like his body was shutting down and he wasn't feeling the physical sensations of being alive as much, and was left much to his own thoughts. Despite the movie being quite good and a certified cult classic, it continues to be a topic of conversation thanks in large part to Bale's commitment to every aspect of the role. Of course, he did all this with a team of help and supervision, as many big celebrities do. It wouldn't be safe otherwise. It's hard to imagine that just 1 year after this movie came out, audiences saw him in Batman Begins playing the Prince of Gotham City for the first time. Putting photos of the two performances side by side, it's hard to believe that they are the same person. A close second to Christian Bale's dramatic transformation is that of Chris Hemsworth for the film In the Heart of the Sea, and just before that, Black Hat. Hemsworth shocked the world with his dramatic transformation on his social media in 2015 when he posted a behind-the-scenes look at his character in Heart of the Sea. In the photo, Hemsworth is barely recognizable. For one, he is pretty dirty and has a very long beard and very long hair, but more than that, fans were concerned because he didn't look anything like himself. He was very slim in the shot, but that was the whole point. Hemsworth drew attention to his physical appearance, captioning the post, "Just tried a new diet/training program called Lost at Sea, wouldn't recommend it." His character was stranded at sea for 90 days in the film. In comparison to Bale, Hemsworth isn't super skinny like the whole film, but it's enough for the movie to matter. Hemsworth already had slimmed down considerably for the thriller Black Hat, but that is in comparison to his Norse god stature, aka Thor, in the MCU. He lost an additional 15 pounds after that for Heart of the Sea and described that last bit as exhausting. He talked about the difference between role prep, saying that bulking up for something is significantly better than slimming down. There is a mental toll as much as a physical one. He said he was almost playing mind games with himself with what he could and couldn't eat and when. The actor's diet at the time was apparently lots of salads and boiled eggs and crackers, coming in at around 500 calories a day. Hemsworth said the process of looking like his character actually ended up helping him better get in the mindset. Actors Actress Anne Hathaway put everything she could into her role as Fantine in Les Mis, the movie The Musical. Fans were shocked to see the actress in such a frail state upon seeing the film for the first time, but she was actually completely accurate to what the character would have looked like given their life experience at that point. That doesn't mean that it was easy or fun for her, but she did do an amazing job on screen, so it wasn't for nothing. With such a dramatic change, people were tripping over themselves to figure out how Hathaway did it, but the actress was actually reluctant to share. She simply called her diet starvation, and some sources say that she didn't want to reveal the diet details because she didn't want anyone to try and copy her to achieve the same result. Her character did live in poverty, and they experienced basically starvation. Hathaway ended up losing 25 pounds to play her. 10 of that was pre-filming, the other 15 during. The latter of the two she actually did speak on, saying, "I just had to stop eating for a total of 13 days of shooting." Though Hathaway was reluctant to share details, a younger co-star of hers wasn't. The actress that played Hathaway's daughter shared that she would call Hathaway's meals rabbit food because it was mainly salad and other vegetables. Around this time, Hathaway had broken her arm, and the young actress believes that it was because she had grown so thin and so frail. The fall that broke her arm happened when Hathaway was just out riding a bike. Not only did Anne Hathaway opt to lose weight for the role, but also her hair. The actress decided to cut her hair off for the film. It was one of the biggest musical stage-to-screen adaptations of the era, and honestly still is, so go big or go home, right? Jake Gyllenhaal had a dramatic weight change in preparation to take on the role of Lou Bloom for 2014's Nightcrawler. The actor lost 30 pounds in the end for the thriller, but he left that set with an additional souvenir, a very thin scar on his hand. So what actually went down on this movie set? Well, the movie was about a cameraman that gets by capturing the worst of people in a desperate attempt to get the coveted money shot. The reason Gyllenhaal found himself losing weight was not just to physically look like the character, he also suggested it was a mental thing too. He said that the character was literally always hungry, sure, but also figuratively speaking, he was hungry for the money shot, among other things. So, in Gyllenhaal's words, he got into the mode where he was always a bit hungry. Despite his figure changing considerably, Gyllenhaal has said that he doesn't view the weight loss as anything but getting into character. When people asked the standard question of, "How did you do it?" the actor simply said that it was the love of the film and he really had no technique. And as for that scar, there's a scene in the movie in which he crashes out in front of a mirror and basically just smashes it. The absolute blockbuster Deadpool and Wolverine released last summer and people couldn't get enough of it. Sure, the whole movie was widely loved by audiences across the board, but one scene in particular started getting lots and lots of attention, and that was the shot of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine helping Deadpool literally pull his world to survival. If you were unaware why that scene was so popular, it wasn't just an emotional montage. Hugh Jackman was shirtless, and Madonna's Like a Prayer sung by a choir played behind it. It was about as epic as a shirt exploding off of someone's back could be. Jackman was about 54 at the time of filming, and don't get me wrong, he looks fantastic. However, getting that look is way harder than you might think. To get the defined abs, actors not only have a very strict food diet, but it extends to the liquids they drink as well, or well, the ones that they don't. Hugh Jackman has been very vocal over the years about the extreme and sometimes damaging means to a ripped end, saying that leading up to a shot like that, you're not really eating and you can't drink anything, even water. Think about the last time that you went a bit too long without a proper meal and water breaks. Personally, I'm a nightmare, and I'm willing to bet that you're the same. Jackman's comments about the lengths that actors must go to achieve the defined look has opened up lots of conversations, in particular when it comes to the action genre, about how important is it really to see defined muscles when you know what the actor had to do to get there. Jackman has been doing this kind of extreme weight loss thing for a long time, because he's been playing Wolverine for a long time. The first X-Men came out in 2000, and that was his first big role, and then he went on to be Wolverine for 9 or 10 more movies. But that wasn't all he did. Jackman's career spans many genres, but for the most part, he's been living my dream with a run of half superhero and half musical theater. You would think the musical roles would be more forgiving in the food department, considering they require a bit of a hop, skip, and pep in your step, but that's where you would be wrong. Hugh Jackman famously starred as Jean Valjean in the movie musical Les Mis. Spoilers for it, I guess, but the movie's been out since 2012, the musical 1980, and the book 1862. Hugh Jackman's character begins his journey just getting out of a 19-year prison sentence that features lots of hard labor and little food, so the character physically has to look awful awful and malnourished. Jackman, while promoting the film, said that his prep for this opening sequence was harder than anything he'd ever done for a superhero movie, at least at that point. The tricky part is he would need to look strong because of all the labor, but also really sickly because of the starvation, and also he needed to sing. The director told the actor that he had to look so strikingly thin that his friends would actually think he was sick. That meant that he would be making multiple gym trips a day and eating just enough to not totally pass out. He almost did though. On the day of shooting, the actor admitted to being grumpy, dizzy, and in pain. In preparation for the 12-hour shoot day, the actor hadn't drank anything for 36 hours, but he says it was all worth it upon seeing the final product.
Rebel Wilson had one of the biggest turnarounds in Hollywood. She made many jokes about her weight, and her character was even named Fat Amy in the Pitch Perfect series. She used it to her advantage to build her comedy, but when she lost the weight, she lost her fans as well. People started thinking she wasn't nearly as funny as she was, which simply isn't true. And she had a lot of people saying that, well, by losing the weight, it would put a dent in her career. Apparently, it did give her the opportunity to have a healthier lifestyle and, a smaller dress size, which sometimes comes in handy. She's like, sometimes being bigger, people didn't necessarily look twice at you. And now that I'm in a good shape, people offer to carry my groceries to the car and hold doors open. But critics have called her weight loss kind of toxic and depressing and a symptom of Hollywood's fat phobia. Kinda sad. So Lizzo has no shame in who she is, and she allegedly empowers others to feel the same way. But when she went on a full detox to lose weight, people started questioning her. Then when fans found out that she went vegan just to lose weight, they were furious, saying that she was doing the opposite of what she stood for. Now, she defended herself on Instagram saying, "I detoxed my body and I'm still fat." Sure, yes, in reality she is still happy with herself, and she just wants to feel healthier. She said that both versions of her were happy, this one is just healthier. Shaming people doesn't make a difference, supporting their change does. But here's the thing. She's been cancelled for other reasons as well. Late last year, news broke that 3 former dancers accused Lizzo of harassment and creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit that was filed in California. To be specific, Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez accused Lizzo, along with her production company, Big Girl Big Touring, and her dance team captain, Charlene Quigley, of religious and racial harassment, disability discrimination, false imprisonment, and more. So why is this relevant? Well, the complaint says Lizzo drew attention to a dancer's weight after an appearance at the South by Southwest Music Festival in Austin, Texas, and pressured dancers to engage with nude dancers at clubs in Amsterdam and Paris, which not a great move for somebody whose entire brand is about loving your body. There are also claims that Lizzo took her crew to a nude cabaret bar without disclosing what the bar was, and berated dancers and fired one on the spot for recording a meeting. Like, one dancer says that she soiled her pants during a rehearsal because she was so afraid of losing her job. And the lawsuit also says that Quigley publicly discussed one dancer's virginity. After the lawsuit was filed, 2 more women came forward backing up the allegations. Former dancer Courtney Hollenquist and Lizzo's former creative director took to Instagram to add their support. Now, Hollenquist, in a since-expired story, clarified she was not part of the lawsuit, but this was very much my experience in my time there. And Wilson added on, saying, "I haven't been part of that world for around 3 years for a reason. I very much applaud the dancers' courage to bring this to light, and I grieve parts of my own experience. I'd appreciate space to understand my feelings." So what makes these particular allegations so shocking? Lizzo has been very vocal about body positivity and women's rights since kicking off her career, becoming something of a champion and role model. And, she even did interviews saying, people saying stuff that's mean about her, that's fatphobic and hurtful, and she's like, if you like my music, cool. If you don't like me because of the way I look, well, that respect goes both ways. If you can't be respectful to your employees, you kinda deserve to be cancelled. Ariel Winter thought getting her big break in Modern Family was gonna be the greatest thing that ever happened to her, but it kinda took a toll on her mental health. She has been bullied for her weight for years, considering she was the heavier sister on the show. But when she lost weight as she got older, she was ridiculed by fans once again. One fan even commented on her Insta saying, "I know it's good to be maintaining a healthy weight and all, and you can do whatever you want with your body, just please don't get skinny." The audacity? No, absolutely not. So Meghan Trainor's got 2 kids and a whole lot of curves for a mom. But people still make fun of her for losing weight. Goodness forbid, she ate a bit healthier. She worked out regularly, even though she had a crazy schedule. People have been making fun of her for losing the weight that made her famous in the first place. And it wasn't even that much either. She lost 20 pounds, which made a world of difference for her, but it's not that crazy. She just wanted to be healthier for her sake, and also for her kids, which it's so wholesome. Instead of folks dissing her for it, you should just be more supportive. So Adele has been hitting it out of the park in the musical world for years. So when she lost some weight, it shouldn't have made a difference, right? Well, some people started to give her their opinions on her weight and her body type after she lost the weight. Some folks celebrated her transformation, while others were troubled by it and even went so far as to call her a sellout. One said, "Celebrating Adele's weight loss is a garbage thing to do for a million reasons. It tells your fat friends that you think their bodies are a problem that needs to be solved. Please stop saying Adele had a glow up," wrote another person online. "We have no idea what her health was or is like, and this is just reinforcing the skinny ideal or the concept that the skinnier you are, the prettier you get." Some blog writers even said it's a strange thing to do because it implied that she was, well, heavy before when she wasn't. So at that point, the haters were just going too far and completely missed the point of her losing weight because it made her feel good, not because of social standards. Now, Adele has refrained from much discussion of her body, but when she hosted Saturday Night Live in October of 2020, she made light of the situation. She said, "I know, I look really different since you last saw me, but actually because of all the restrictions in the world and the travel bans, I had to travel light, and I could only bring half of me, and this is the half I chose." It's kind of funny. So Jonah Hill made an incredible turnaround and shed more than just a couple of pounds, but to this day he doesn't really want people talking about it. He didn't brag much on social media, he didn't really keep up with progress photos, simply because he feels like it's nobody's business what he does with his weight, even if it did cause a lot of fan outrage because he was often typecast because of said weight. In an interview, Sharon Stone asked for his permission to say he looked amazing, which honestly, super respectful to do. But fans didn't really appreciate that. Overall, it was a lose-lose situation, even if he was a healthier version of himself. So Khloe Kardashian has been on a weight loss journey ever since she welcomed her daughter True in April of 2018. She's documented it online. She's shared her workouts on her Insta, her Snapchat, her family's reality TV show. In 2023, however, her weight loss started heating up to a whole other level. So apparently, on her family's TV show, she was known by people as the fat sister because she didn't have as much work done on her body as her sisters did. And she's got some curves. Well, she got what she called a revenge body. So she dropped a lot of weight, she gained some muscle to be more visually appealing, but the fans weren't happy with that at all. Khloe has continued to document not just her workouts but also the results. And one fan was like, "The fact that she uses diabetic medicine to get this skinny is disturbing," alleging that Khloe uses semaglutide, which is commonly used in medicines like Ozempic to achieve her svelte figure. Now, according to the FDA, the medications are used for chronic weight management in adults with obesity or who are overweight with a weight-related condition, including high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. Look, jokes on everyone. Khloe is happy and healthy, happily married with kids. She's got that. So Amy Schumer was seen as overweight in the eyes of Hollywood and even played on that point when she starred in the movie I Feel Pretty. But she can still appease Hollywood even when she's dropped a bunch of weight to feel better about herself. But she's been met with a lot of criticism about that. She has handled the entire ordeal the same way she has with everything else in life, making sarcastic remarks and jokes about the feedback on her face and body, and how everybody's got an opinion on everything. She tweeted in response to the haters saying she felt happy with herself, she felt healthy. She only weighed in at 160, which isn't that much over the average weight, being somewhere between 120 to 155 depending on body type and age. Few actors are as devoted to character transformations as Christian Bale, who has gained and lost incredible amounts of weight from many of his past roles. He's kind of notorious for this, and it's not exactly healthy. He gained over 40 pounds for his role in Vice, lost over 60 pounds for his role in The Machinist, both of which were kind of extreme. Now, after that role in The Machinist, where he weighed 120, he had to gain 100 pounds in 6 months for Batman Begins, but then had to lose 30 pounds again before filming because he bulked up too much. He's even done special exercises to thicken his neck in order to physically fulfill the demands of his movie roles. No, big suits or doing it halfway for this guy. Look, it's one thing to commit to a role, but when you fluctuate that much and that quickly, it's not healthy. So naturally, people have hated on him for it. Now, however, he has recently revealed that those days might be soon behind him. He's like, "I've become a little more boring now. I'm older. I feel like if I keep doing this, I'm gonna die. So I'd prefer not to die." And I think all of his fans would agree. Now, Ashley Graham, the amazing plus-size model that she is known for her curves and recently took to Instagram to promote self-love. She's like, "Love the skin you're in." Now, she gave birth to a son in 2020 and captioned a post featuring her nude with her stretch marks on display, and fans were quick to shower her with praise in the comments. But she's also been on the receiving end of hateful messages about her body. Like in 2016, she posted a seemingly slimmer photo on Insta, and people didn't like it. They were like, "Why are you changing yourself? I thought you were comfortable being yourself and being plus size." Now, Ashley hit back, being like, "Nothing is never enough for you." but at the end of the day, I'm good enough for me.
Number 10. Kareena Kapoor. Kareena Kapoor is a very popular Indian actress who has appeared in many Hindi films, winning numerous awards, nominations, writing 3 books, and having her own retail clothing line. In 2016, Kareena gave birth to her first child at the age of 36 and quickly got to work to lose the post-pregnancy weight. In order to achieve this, she followed a rigid diet plan, extensive yoga routine, and even apparently had an orange juice diet. Despite her many awards, accomplishments, and seemingly positive outlook, people online were quick to criticize her change in weight after the pregnancy, even those who had previously made comments about her being too large or chubby. People flocked to her Instagram to make comments saying things like, "She looks like a skeleton," "Malnutrition problem," "What happened with Kareena? She lost her beauty," and many more inappropriate and damaging comments. It seems Kareena can't catch a break, as after gaining weight again due to her second pregnancy, she was called fat by another Pakistani actress, Hira Mani. Number 9. Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson, a famous singer and actress who launched her career on American Idol, was another celebrity who fell under public criticism after losing weight. In just about a year, she managed to lose an incredible 80 pounds. She stated that she was taking on the drastic change in order to set a better example for her son, as she believed the root of her weight issues came from unhealthy and harmful eating habits. In order to lose the weight, Jennifer completely transformed her diet with the help of Weight Watchers and was excited to share the story of her journey on talk shows like Oprah. Unfortunately, it seems that people watching her transformation did not share her excitement about the change. Fans and viewers believe that because she was a celebrity who has personal chefs, nutritionists, and the organization of Weight Watchers to access easily, that she didn't actually have to work hard to achieve her weight loss. Adele was also dragged in, as she commented on a scenario where Jennifer had recommended Weight Watchers to her, and she said she'd been pretty offended by it. Number 8. Ashley Graham. In 2020, Ashley Graham, who had been a plus-size model, fell under fire for a weight loss change that fans felt was going against her entire message. Most of the hate came under an Instagram post where she first appeared noticeably thinner. Ashley lost weight by pursuing both a healthy diet and consistent workout routine, including running marathons. As a plus-size model who had preached body positivity, fans were shocked by seeing her appear thinner on social media. They made comments saying that by losing weight, she was going against her message of embracing your size and loving your body. People criticized why she would want to change herself and lose weight when she had spoken about being comfortable being herself and being a plus-size woman. Graham responded to the outpouring of hatred with a touching sentiment saying, "At the end of the day, I'm good enough for me." She has had a long battle with body shaming, both from modeling agencies telling her to be thinner and then fans shaming her for losing weight. It seems like there's no way to win. Number 7. Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian, one of the members of the reality famous Kardashian family, is definitely not the first member of the family to undergo changes to her body, but she definitely was one of those who received harsh criticism for it. After having her child with Tristan Thompson, Khloe was another celeb to take to the gym to start losing the pregnancy weight. Also, potentially in response to the fans of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, who would refer to Khloe as the fat sister. Khloe states that the gym was her escape, managing to lose an impressive 60 pounds and continuing to stay fit to this day. Unfortunately, a lot of fans were not so impressed by the weight loss, instead choosing to be offended and disappointed about the situation. They said that Khloe's plus-size presence on the show had made her a more relatable and endearing character. Amy Schumer said that Khloe had been a role model for little girls to be themselves, but that after Khloe lost weight, she was no longer suitable as an example. Good Place actress Jamila Jamil also commented on the situation in response to an Instagram post by Khloe where she said, "2 things a girl wants. 1. Lose weight. 2. Eat." Jamil responded by saying that it made her sad and that the industry had fat-shamed her into a prison of self-critique. Number 6. Gabby Sidibe. Gabby Sidibe is another celebrity who has faced body-shaming criticism on both sides of the spectrum. Gabby, who started her acting career in 2009 with the film Precious, was often criticized for her looks and size, despite her numerous awards and nominations and clear talent in acting. Howard Stern even took to calling her enormous, though other actors, including Whoopi Goldberg, were quick to defend her. After being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, she underwent a weight loss surgery, which transformed her stomach into a smaller size. Gabby stated that without the surgery, she never would have lost weight and seemed to be confident with her new body and look. However, a lot of people criticized her method of weight loss, looking down on her choice to receive a surgery in order to transform her body. She responded by saying she's not bothered by these comments, stating that it's her body and people should focus focus on their own. While controversial to some people, she's not the only big name to undergo weight loss surgery. Number 5. Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is a singer who was most popular in the 90s and has managed to ride that fame to the current day. Most likely, a lot of that can be attributed to her holiday hit, All I Want for Christmas Is You, coming back year after year to top Google searches and blare over grocery store speakers. A few years ago, Mariah appeared looking suddenly a bit skinnier. While there was some argument over how she lost the weight, it was revealed that she had likely undergone a gastric sleeve surgery. Mariah said that she had chosen to lose weight and undergo the surgery because she had never felt comfortable with her body due to body shamers, online commenters, and others critiquing her weight fluctuations. Unfortunately, the choice seemed to just bring more commenters and shamers towards her. People seemed shocked that she would get the surgery without having a major weight or medical problem, and even criticized the doctor that had agreed to perform it. Number 4. Meghan Trainor. Meghan Trainor, the singer of All About That Bass fame, is another celeb to join the list of those who wanted to change and improve their lifestyle when having children. After having her child, she appeared at least 20 pounds lighter than she had previously been. Fans were shocked to say the least when they saw that the change had taken place. Her most famous songs seemed to be about body positivity and loving yourself, no matter what you looked like, and especially if you were plus sized. So, similar to Ashley Graham, fans saw her weight loss as going against her message of acceptance and being comfortable in your own skin, questioning if she was just another celeb to preach about going against expectations just to succumb to them herself. But Meghan states her reasons for weight loss as wanting to have a better lifestyle, feel better mentally, and apparently even saying, "I just want to live forever, man. I want to stay looking young forever." Me too, Meghan. She was also attacked by online commenters who made fun of her for losing the bass that had made her as famous as she is. While facing criticism, many also believe that she's still a true role model to fans for how to change your lifestyle in a healthy and positive way. Number 3. Mama June. June Shannon, more commonly known to fans and viewers as Mama June, gained her celebrity status from being a main character on the reality series Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, a series which focused on her daughter, young country pageant queen Honey Boo Boo. This show seemed to be a cultural phenomenon when it came out, turning millions of eyes towards the family and as a result, making them a lot of money. A few years ago, Mama June underwent multiple surgeries in order to try and completely transform the look of her body. These included a gastric sleeve and having her breasts altered. She even managed to lose so much weight that she had surgery to remove all the excess skin left on her body. The reason for the changes seemed to have been a result of body image issues. Her daughter's saying that even after the transformation, she still sees herself as fat. Fans were left upset by the drastic change because they believed that she was taking advantage of her fame and money to make far too extreme changes to her body. She also continues to receive criticism from fans for promoting things like weight loss drinks in ads on her social media pages. Number 2. Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson, an Australian actress you likely know best for her performance as Fat Amy in the Pitch Perfect series, or perhaps her nightmarish involvement in the live-action Cats. Whatever you know her from, it's easy to identify her as a character actress, as she was often cast to play the plus-sized comic relief character, never really being known for many serious roles. In 2020, she made the decision to make a change to her body, starting what she called her year of fitness. She spoke about trying to defeat her bad habit of emotional eating. After a year, she stunned the public with just how much her body had changed due to her efforts, and said that she was very proud of maintaining the weight loss and managing her eating issues. But despite her own confidence and pride, a lot of people criticized the change, and Rebel commented on how she had received more media attention over her body than over any of her work-related achievements. Fans were upset that she was apparently sending the message that you need to be skinny to be successful, saying that she had given in to the pressure of the industry. She even received negative comments from her Hollywood team, who told her that it was a bad choice, as it would make her harder to find work after her success of being the funny fat girl in movies and television. Number 1. Adele. Adele Adkins, more famously known by just her first name of Adele, is a very famous singer, constantly topping charts and making headlines for her incredibly popular music. In 2019, Adele first started losing weight, and over time lost around a whopping 100 pounds. She credits the weight loss to her rigid fitness routine, which includes deadlifting, boxing, and circuit training. She also commented on how fitness improved her mental health, saying it improved her anxiety and not having to look at her phone so much. Adele received very similar criticism to Rebel Wilson, as many of her fans viewed her as a role model for plus-size women and how you don't have to be skinny to be successful. They took to social media saying things like, "Skinny Adele feels like a betrayal." They felt that the plus-size community had been responsible for her fame, fame. So when she lost the weight, they saw it as a betrayal of the people and community who had gotten her to where she is. In response, Adele said that she remains body positive no matter what size she is. She says she understands why some women were hurt, but she's still the same person and she did it for herself and not anyone else, which I think is a very important sentiment to keep in mind when considering changing any aspect of yourself.
Now, first on the list, we have Sarah Hyland. Now, Sarah Hyland was accused of promoting anorexia in 2017 after uploading a photo on Instagram that showed her very, very thin body type. Now, she was body shamed by haters on the internet, and it got so bad that she wrote an open letter on Twitter saying she was accused of promoting anorexia, and ironically enough, an anti-bullying post. She wanted young girls to know that that was not her intention, and her circumstances have put her in a place where she's not in control of what her own body looked like. She went on to explain that she was struggling with kidney dysplasia and had to get a kidney transplant. So after the surgery, she went on to bed rest and lost muscle mass since she could no longer work out, which caused her to lose a lot of weight. Now, Hyland then asked for privacy as she got healthy both physically and mentally, and Hyland is still not back to her normal weight, but is adamant about calling out body shamers and is happy with the process she's made and the fact that she's alive. Now, up next, we have Kate Moss. Now, Kate Moss has literally been quoted saying nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, so it is no surprise that she has gotten way too skinny in the past. Now, her infamous quote was made during an interview with fashion news website WWD, and of course she faced major backlash. Eating disorder charities like Beat called her comments dangerous and unhelpful for young girls that may be suffering. Now, Moss became the face of the H trend that started in the 90s, but she had maintained her position that she had an eating disorder, nor did she actually do H, but just didn't eat because she was too busy. Now, she told Interview magazine, "I was never anorexic, so I was never that skinny. I was never bony, but I remember thinking I don't want to be this skinny. I didn't eat for a long time, but that was not on purpose. I was just constantly doing shows and flying economy, and no one ever fed me." Next up on the list, we have Nicole Richie. Now, everyone remembers the shocking 2006 photo of Nicole Richie running on the beach wearing a bikini where her weight loss was unexpected. Now, she was just one of the many other young celebrities like Lindsay Lohan battling eating disorders in 2006, and it's reported that Richie got down to a very alarming 88 pounds. Now, thankfully, she was able to get help and went to rehab that year to battle anorexia. Now, over the years, her weight had continued to fluctuate, causing others to fear that she may have relapsed. Then in 2017, after she posted an Instagram video looking scary thin after rehab, she told Vanity Fair, "I know I'm too thin right now, so I wouldn't want any young girl looking at me and saying that is what I want to look like. But I do know that they will, which is another reason why I really need to do something about it. I'm not happy with the way I look right now, and with the help of a nutritionist and support of her family, the mother of two is finally at a healthy weight again." Now, up next, we have Whitney Cummings. Now, Whitney Cummings gained 25 pounds in 2015 after realizing that she was getting way too thin. Now, she explained on the Today Show that being on camera messes with your perception of your body and that she was convincing herself that she needed to lose weight. Now, Cummings even opened up about her eating disorder in her memoir, I'm Fine. Other lies explained in interviews, "It didn't occur to me that I had an eating disorder even though I almost exclusively ate sugar-free Twizzlers and Diet Sunkist." Now, thankfully, Cummings gained weight and is living a healthy lifestyle and looks absolutely amazing. Now, next up, we have Victoria Beckham. Victoria Beckham is one of the few Spice Girls who is still celebrated not only for her style, but also continuing happy marriage to David Beckham. Now, her life seems perfect, but she seems very open about her past struggles with eating disorders while she was in the band. Now, in her memoir, Learning to Fly, she described that she would be in the gym. And instead of checking her posture or position, she was always checking the size of her bottom or to see if her double chin was getting any smaller. She also explained how it was her bandmate, Gary Holloway, that encouraged her and Mel to do liquid diets and focus on their weights. Now, Beckham was actually able to get healthy, but then in 2017, looked super skinny again, causing concerns that she was less than 100 pounds. Now, up next, we have Lindsay Lohan. Now, Lindsay Lohan's life and career has been a roller coaster full of drama. Now, from partying and substances to her weight, she was all over tabloids in early 2006 for her crazy antics. Now, people were worried about the start when she was seen getting skinnier and skinnier during the time where rumors of her substance abuse were going around. In 2006, Lohan addressed the rumors and admitted to Vanity Fair that she was struggling with bulimia and had experience with substances, but it was only in the past. She explained how people around her were concerned with her health and said everyone was scared and I was scared too. She said she literally had people sit her down and say something bad is going to happen if you don't take care of yourself. Lohan was always in and out of rehab for the next few years after that and continuously struggled with personal issues, but has thankfully never been as thin as she was in 2006. Next up, we have Denise Richards. Now, Denise Richards used to be a bigger, curvy girl, but in 2013, her thin frame gained national attention. Now, when photographs of her arms hit newsstands, people were asking what was wrong with her. Now, tabloids got so bad that even Charlie Sheen felt it was necessary to tweet and defend her and wrote, "Stop the insane reports of Denise's weight. She is so healthy. And if there's one person who knows health, it is definitely Charlie Sheen." Now, Richards defended her weight on red carpets and told reporters that she just had a very healthy lifestyle and she was just very busy, but people were still always concerned. Now, Richards took some time away from the public eye and also put on some healthy weight. But then in March 2018, photos of her and her new guy were posted on where she looked very healthy and very happy. Next up, we have Nick Carter. Now, Backstreet Boy Nick Carter's little brother Aaron Carter tried his best to stay relevant, but it wasn't until his 2017 DUI and substance arrest that he made national headlines again. Now, his mugshot was sad and he looked like he desperately needed help. Now, photos of Carter were in tabloids everywhere and he looked sickly thin and clearly using substances. Now, he appeared on The Doctors in 2017 and tested positive for substance use. Now, he actually addressed the comments people had been making about his appearance and broke down saying, "I'm concerned about my overall health because people tell me I look like I have cancer, or I look like I'm dying, and I didn't realize I was only 115 pounds. This is terrible, and I wasn't even looking at myself in the mirror because I didn't like the way I looked." And he said this all while crying. But luckily, since 2017, Carter had got himself together, he had gained 30 pounds and announced that he has new music and a sense of worth and sobriety, and he cannot wait to finish 2018 strong. Up next, we have Kendall Kardashian. Now, not all the Kardashians were thick and built. Kendall Jenner is an unstoppable supermodel, but in 2015, people were wondering if she was getting a bit too skinny. Now, it was reported that France enacted a law that required models to have a BMI, which was body mass index, of 18 in order to walk the catwalk, and at the height of 5'10", Jenner would have had to have been 125 pounds. Now, Jenner's body fluctuates from skinny to skinnier, and she is constantly under public scrutiny for either being too fat or too skinny. But after she posted a photo in 2018 with a slightly bloated tummy on Instagram, she was forced to call out body shamers, claiming that she actually looked pregnant. And last on the list, we have Anne Hathaway. Now, Anne Hathaway went from playing nerdy princess to a badass action hero and had a successful acting career with little drama. But in 2010, she started looking a little frail at events. Now, she has been criticized in the past for telling young stars to lose weight, and people started wondering if it was actually her fault. Now, Hathaway had previously declared that she had hit the point in her life where she understands that being skinny is not sustainable, nor is it advisable or enjoyable. So her sudden weight loss was very surprising. Now, Hathaway's weight has also fluctuated because of the roles she played. So she worked out 5 days a week and followed a very strict diet regime to get in her catsuit for Batman: The Dark Knight Rises in 2012, but then she had to lose another 25 pounds to play a dancer with tuberculosis for another movie role.
Starting off our list today at number 10, we have Kim Kardashian. When Kim Kardashian puts her mind to something, she can accomplish anything. So when the star wanted to accomplish her dream body, she clearly put in the work in the gym. Later, she would then talk about her journey with women's health when she told the outlet, "When it comes to booty and legs, we usually work out an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. However, her weight loss techniques did come a little controversial just ahead of the Met Gala last year when she opted to starve herself and amp up her workout routines in the process so she could just fit into the Marilyn Monroe Happy Birthday Mr. President gown. Kim's dangerous weight loss technique didn't come without any consequences, as the star did suffer from a psoriasis flare-up, and it was so bad she was even having trouble moving her hands because she was in so much pain. Number 9. Ariel Winter. Back in 2019, Ariel showed off some noticeable weight loss. She would then go on to share that she started doing some intense gym sessions, and when she found the right mental health medications, it would lead to her unexpected weight loss. She would then tell Women's Health, "Years ago, it was hard because I'd go to the gym with my trainer, and because of my antidepressants medications, I never saw results." Eventually, Ariel decided to switch up her medications, and she would note that she didn't do it for aesthetic reasons, when she said, "I didn't change my antidepressants because I wanted to lose weight. I just accepted it, and it was fine. I got inspired to actually find medication that helped me as a person, and it did all the things I wanted it to do." But with her transformation, she's become a completely different person, which has us wondering if maybe she was swapped out in the industry for a lookalike. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Coming back to the list today, in the number 8 spot we have Christina Aguilera. Back in 2013, Christina Aguilera lost 50 pounds so quickly to the point that she had us all wondering what her secret was, especially since she took off time from The Voice to do so. Christina would then speak about her journey, saying, "It's amazing what having some personal time can do, not only for the body but also for the mind and spirit." A source close to Christina would then expose her weight loss secrets to people by telling the media outlet she's been trying new types of foods and exploring new methods of exercise. The source then went on to say she wasn't doing so to go on a diet or to lose weight, but she just wanted to have a better mindset and well-being so she could have a better overall sense of good health. Christina also went on to credit her weight loss to Reiki, an ancient Asian practice that's said to heal your body and mind for her weight loss. Number 7. Jessica Simpson. When Jessica Simpson lost 100 pounds after giving birth to her 3rd child, she would open up about how she found peace with her body after saying her role in the 2005 film Dukes of Hazzard created an unrealistic gold standard for her body. After she was seen parading her envy-inducing legs in a pair of super shorts while portraying Daisy Duke, the mom of 3 said the image from the movie has been used as a before picture for every "is she fat or is she thin" story for the rest of her career, which is just wrong. Why do we have to judge weight when we should be hyping women and their beauty up? Period. Jessica then went on to praise her celebrity trainer, Harley Paternak, as she went on to say that he eased her into activity slowly when he started her workout routine with 6,000 steps daily. Then he told E! News later he did this because it was a social thing that she would be able to do with her kids, and he built up her steps slowly with her reaching 14,000 steps a day, and it clearly worked, so give it a try. Number 6. Jennifer Hudson. Back in 2010, Jennifer Hudson would end up turning heads on the red carpet after she was able to drop from a size 16 to a size 6. After she decided to team up with Weight Watchers. Since joining the weight loss company, the star has been able to keep the 80 pounds off since. The actress would then later open up about her weight loss and using Weight Watchers when she sat down for an interview with Good Housekeeping. She then went on to tell the outlet, "I don't really have time to do much working out, so I really just had to watch what I eat." Jennifer then went on to note that's why she was able to accomplish all of her weight loss goals. She then went off at the end to say, "I'm very careful and cautious of what I'm eating, so I just try to pace out those meals throughout the day. I'm very conscious of what I put in my body." Number 5. Sarah Rue. When actress Sarah Rue shared her journey with Shape, she would gloat about how she used Jenny Craig to help her with her overall weight loss journey. She would then go on to tell the media outlet, "I was never really able to lose weight on my own. Clearly it was something I was struggling with, so I wanted a program that provides extra support. With Jenny Craig being a program that provides its users with as much support as they need, Sarah was able to do the whole fitness thing on her terms." She then decided to rely on professional training help to help her create a fitness plan and follow it, as she really didn't have any idea or clue about working out, so she really just needed someone to tell her what to do. But in the end, it ended up turning out great for the star. She was able to drop 50 pounds. However, even though the star looks stunning now, she's always been stunning, but I'm glad to see that she's finally comfortable in her own skin. Number 4. Melissa McCarthy. Whether you love Melissa McCarthy or not, she has proven herself to be talented no matter what people have to say about her. Well, back in 2011, Melissa would tell People magazine that she was able to lose around 75 pounds after she really put her body and mindset to work. With the actress being able to fit into a size 14 dress, she would know it was thanks to her laid-back lifestyle that allowed her to kick her life into overdrive to work on her overall image. While everyone was asking themselves at home, what did Melissa do to lose all the weight? She would later clear up all the rumors surrounding her weight loss when she told Extra that there was no trick and nothing to tell because she was actually just living a really boring life outside of her acting work. So then she went on to note that when you bring everything down and you don't have anything fun to do, you go to bed around 7:30, and that's what her trick was. But I once heard another celebrity say that they tell everybody their lives are boring, so they just leave them alone. So she probably actually has a really fun life and doesn't want to tell us the truth so we don't catch her on the dance floor in Ibiza with Margot Robbie at 3 a.m. Number 3. Jordin Sparks. When American Idol star Jordin Sparks was able to lose around 18 pounds in 18 months in 2012, E! News would report on the singer's journey. Later, Jordin would then sit down for an interview with Shape, and in the interview she would tell the outlet, "I just wanted to be healthy. I remember thinking, I'm in my prime. I should be happy and fit." Jordin then went on to note that she started walking every day and watching her portion sizes. She then worked with a trainer to help build her muscle. She then went to tell Redbook that there is no quick or magical way to lose weight, and if you want to do it, you have to do it in natural ways. And that's by sticking to your exercise and diet routine. And you just have to not only believe in yourself, but you also have to believe that you can do it, and you have to do it at your own pace. Number 2. Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen began his acting career when he joined the cast of the 1999 series Freaks and Geeks. With the growth of his career making him a household name, fans would start to notice that his appearance has changed frequently over time, and the topic of Seth Rogen's weight loss has actively been starting to hit headlines since back in 2009 after he was seen losing 30 pounds so he could play the role Ronnie in the film Observe and Report. The actor's weight loss impressed fans so much he would later reveal in an interview that everyone wanted to talk to him about his new appearance. Years later, fans are still gushing about him as he appeared on the cover of GQ summer issue, then again after he was seen losing even more weight to play a role in the 2022 series Pam and Tommy. But honestly, Seth has always looked really good, and I just have one question for him. When can I star in a movie with you? Because that would be comedy gold. And coming in number 1 today, we have Ross Matthews. So this year's season of RuPaul's Drag Race has been surprising at best, as we've seen everyone from Sugar and Spice showing us some stunning transformations on that catwalk. However, with saying that, when Ross Matthews, who is known for being one of the judges on the hit reality TV show, unveiled his impressive weight loss in November of 2020, our jaws would drop. Ross would then go on to share his journey on his Instagram, where he would say in a caption section, "Breaking the pattern, 50 pounds down from my weight in early June when I decided to reclaim my health after my mom passed away, 70 pounds down from my old time." He then went on to note that he will continue to work on himself in progress and that he may mess up again, but for now he was very grateful for everything he has, everything he's accomplished, and he was really happy to see what the world had in store for him.
Starting off this countdown, we have Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson said that 2020 was the year of health for her and decided to document her weight loss transformation on social media. Now, Rebel has had it rough for years. She was constantly fat shamed by the media, and she said that people treated her differently when she lost weight. She said, and I quote, "Sometimes being bigger, people didn't necessarily look twice at you. And now that I'm in a good shape, like people offer to carry my groceries to the car and hold doors open for you. I was like, is this what other people experienced all the time?" Not only that, but Rebel couldn't lose weight while she was filming Pitch Perfect. Her character's name is Fat Amy, and Well, according to her, she couldn't gain or lose 10 pounds, which is insane. Hollywood was literally controlling her appearance. But after Pitch Perfect, Rebel told herself it was time to lose weight. Now, this decision was made by her desire to be a mom. Now, Rebel has polycystic ovarian syndrome, which can affect fertility. Well, during a visit to her fertility doctor in 2019, she was told that she would do much better if she was healthier. She said, and I quote, "I was taken aback. I thought, oh god, this guy's so rude. He was right. I was carrying around a lot of excess weight." It's almost like I didn't think of my own needs. I thought of a future child's needs. That really inspired me to get healthier. From there, she dropped more than 70 pounds. She said that she did so by eating healthier and focusing on physical and mental self-care. In our 9th spot, we have Demi Lovato. Now, in the past, the singer and actor revealed that her weight does fluctuate and that she has suffered from bulimia. In March of 2021, she posted on Instagram showing off her midriff, saying that she accidentally lost weight, which was most likely stress-related. Lovato then went on to embrace her naturally curvy body, which is gorgeous. But just recently, Lovato showed up to the Hugo Boss runway show in Miami looking thinner again. Demi rocked a sleek white crop top that showed off her midriff, and she paired this with a flowy maxi skirt and a sheer coat. She looked dang good. And she seems to be doing good as well. She revealed that she no longer counts calories, she no longer over-exercises or restricts/purges. And she doesn't live her life according to the diet culture. Amen, Demi. The way it should be, I'm proud. Coming in at number 8, we have Jonah Hill. Back in 2018, Jonah Hill announced that he was starting to transform his body with martial arts. On social media, he wrote that he was trying to train 4 to 5 times a week. He continued on saying, and I quote, "At 35, I try and get over the stuff that made me feel weak and insecure as a teenager. It's just wasted time and lessons you'll never learn. It's trying to let go of that." In 2021, Jonah really slimmed down. In fact, he took to Instagram to say how proud he is of his weight loss and of his body. He posted an image from the Daily Mail that was talking about him surfing in a wetsuit and a paparazzi photo of him shirtless. He responded to this saying, and I quote, "I don't think I ever took my shirt off in a pool until I was in my mid-30s, even in front of family and friends." He continued on saying that his childhood was filled with insecurities. I mean, he was constantly bullied by the media for his appearance, but now he's not bothered by any of this anymore, which is amazing. Coming in at number 7, we have Kelly Osbourne. Now, Kelly's drastic weight loss shocked fans. In 2021, she posted a photo to her Instagram, and fans were confused. And that's because she didn't even look like herself in this photo. One Twitter user wrote, "Amazing what surgery can do," while another asked, "Did you also get lips done or makeup done all around them? Look way different." Someone else added, "Who is this? I'm very confused." Now, in the photo, Kelly's face looks very slim, but also it looks like she got quite a lot of work done. Now, what I find crazy is that Kelly said that people cared more about her weight than they did when she was suffering from addiction. This just shows you how messed society is. Now, Kelly is very open with her weight loss. She said that she underwent weight loss surgery. She got gastric sleeve surgery, which basically a part of the stomach is removed to reduce its volume. Now, when you get this surgery done, it can be hard to keep the weight off. But Kelly says that she changed her diet as well. She is now on a plant-based vegan diet and also does intermittent fasting. Not only that, but she beat her addiction to alcohol, which has also helped her figure. And at number 6, we have Khloe Kardashian. Now, we have seen Khloe's figure change quite drastically through the years. Sometimes by Photoshop, other times by surgery. Now, the press always had it out for Khloe. They often labeled her as the ugly fat sister, which negatively impacted her and her confidence. For years, she felt the need to diet or lose weight to prove herself to the media. She told the media that she started focusing on losing weight after her divorce from Lamar Odom. After that, she lost 35 pounds. Her secret was working out. She used working out as a coping method from all the stress from the divorce. But some fans have gone too far in their speculation about Khloe's method of losing weight. Some have accused her of undergoing weight loss and cosmetic procedures. Others think that she was being very restrictive with her diet and excessive at the gym. Nowadays, Khloe said that she's at the point where she loves her body and she's more confident. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with June Edith Shannon, who we know best as Mama June, aka Honey Boo Boo's mother. The reality TV star started her weight loss journey with the show Mama June From Not to Hot, which don't get me started on how toxic this show is, basically saying that the only way she could be hot was to lose weight. Anyways, as part of her glow up, Mama June decided to undergo gastric sleeve surgery, and then she later had a tummy tuck. As a result, she went from 500 pounds to 150, a huge difference. But she later revealed she didn't feel healthy being at 150. She said, and I quote, "Yeah, when I was a size 2 at 150, I was way too damn small. Now I'm 250 and I feel good. Even when I was 500, people didn't believe I was 500. She now is no longer focusing on her weight. Instead, she decided to shift her focus to beating her addiction." In our 4th spot today, we have Adele. Adele first started losing weight in October of 2019. While doing so, she kept it all on the down low. That was until Christmas of that year when she posted a photo on Instagram showing off her new figure. Her weight loss started after her divorce from her ex-husband. From there, she started to lift weights and do circuit training. She said, and I quote, "I do my weights in the morning, then I normally hike or I box in the afternoon, and then I go and do my cardio at night. I'm an athlete." Now, Adele didn't do any magic diet or fad. She lost the weight by consistently working out for 2 years. Now, she said this amazing quote, which I think everyone should hear. She said, "I was body positive before my weight loss, and I'm body positive now." Amen to that. We need more celebrities promoting body positivity and loving yourself no matter what your size is. But it's sad that celebrities feel forced to lose weight. In an interview with Oprah, Adele revealed, and I quote, "My body has been objectified my entire career." But in the end, Adele revealed that she lost the weight for herself, not because of the media's pressure. In our 3rd spot, we have Drew Carey. Comedian and game show host Drew Carey lost 80 pounds in 2010 after being on a strict diet and exercise. Now, his reason for weight loss was because he said that it sucked being fat. Now, that's a really harsh statement, and it seems a bit fatphobic to me. In an interview with People magazine, he said, and I quote, "I like being skinny. I was sick of being fat on the camera. I just got sick of it." So his reason for weight loss was because he didn't like the way that he looked on camera. Like I've been saying, celebrities feel pressured to look a certain way for the cameras, which really affects their confidence levels. Now, Carey took this weight loss seriously. He was on a very strict diet. He cut out carbs completely. He didn't have corn, beans, or starches of any kind. He would snack on fruits and veggies and turn to egg whites or Greek yogurt for breakfast. He also does about 45 minutes of cardio when he can. Not only that, but he didn't drink anything but water. No milk, no coffee, tea, soda, alcohol, nothing. In the end, he actually beat his diabetes. He had type 2 diabetes, but not anymore. Coming in at number 2, we have Chris Pratt. Fans were left speechless and wanting more when they saw Chris Pratt turn his dad bod into a trim body with 6-pack abs. He did this for his 2014 role in Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyways, Pratt revealed that he actually had to gain weight for his role in Parks and Rec. He hit about 300 pounds, and that's when he said, and I quote, he felt impotent, fatigued, and emotionally depressed. I personally find it crazy when celebrities drop their weight drastically or gain weight drastically, all for movies or TV roles. Like, that is not healthy at all. Especially when they go from one extreme to another. When he auditioned for the Marvel movie, he knew that he had to lose the weight. So he worked with a trainer 6 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day, going through extremely vigorous workouts. In the end, he lost 60 pounds in 6 months and kept it all off for his role in Jurassic Park. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Mindy Kaling. Now, Mindy actually sparked a lot of controversy regarding her weight loss, and that's because fans are convinced that she did this in unhealthy ways. It all started when she made an appearance at the Oscars. Her dresses were stunning, by the way. But anyway, people quickly jumped online and started gossiping about her appearance. Viewers speculated that she was using Ozempic, which is a brand name for a diabetes and weight loss drug, meaning a number of celebs probably use this drug for their weight loss. But as of now, the actress has not address these rumors. But when speaking about her weight loss, Mindy said, and I quote, "Honestly, I didn't really do anything differently. I eat what I like to eat. If I do any kind of restrictive diet, it never really works for me. I just eat less of it." Mindy also revealed her bad relationship towards food and exercise, saying that she would overeat or eat as a coping mechanism, and she would look at exercise as a punishment. But now she has changed her outlook of eating and exercise, and it allowed her to lose more than 40 pounds.